Welcome to Invictus Motors. Here's everything to know about the final edition Subaru WRX, the GB270. And we say final edition because they wanted to say an absolute goodbye to the Impreza WRX, and then they further moved on to the STIs. The Impreza WRX, they were proper enthusiast cars. They've appreciated in values. In other words, they've actually held values pretty well. We're a Porsche specialist, so I've always had a bit of a soft spot for the Rally WRX. But this video is a little bit of describing everything that is special and different on the GB270. You've obviously got this revised front grille, making the whole car a little bit more aggressive. The scoop remains the same. The overall size and measurement is about the same. You've got bigger alloys. They are finished from factory in black. You've got this peculiar spoiler at the back, rather different, more aggressive, because you've got these scoops of spaces on the inside. You've probably noticed as the cameraman was walking around where it says ProDrive. ProDrive meant a bigger intercooler, a sports exhaust system, and a revised ECU, all in giving you an additional 30 brake horsepower, an additional 100 Newton meters of torque, and then you've obviously got the limited edition badging here that says GB270, obviously Impreza written at the bottom. And now if you come onto the inside, it gets even more special with the GB270 limited edition seats right there, and they're obviously part leather, part Alcantara. Look absolutely amazing. You've obviously got the GB270 stamp here. This is number 158 of 400. And of the 400, only 300 of these were saloon, 100 of them were estate. Obviously a proper 5-speed manual transmission. This is the inside on it, and this is to the back, so that consistency of leather and Alcantara has continued, and these seats look really aggressive, proper sports-like. Let's hear what this exhaust sounds like. Just pressing the accelerator pedal, I can hear that whoosh from the turbo. That means time for a test drive, and also taking you to the through the performance. Again, Porsches, the Subaru WRX hold a a sweet spot right here in my heart, and that's because somebody traded in a couple of years back one of the final production line WRX STIs. I think it was a 2016 or a 2017 car, against a Porsche 911, and I was like, how am I paying for a Subaru 20-something thousand pound? And that same Subaru, 20-something thousand pounds, that same Subaru WRX STI with that really limited number of miles that it had done is worth in excess of about 30,000 pounds now. This is where it brings me to the topic of values on the GB270. I mean, if you've got one, you shouldn't be looking to sell it, but if you haven't got one, you should be wanting to buy one, because this is what I'll be doing. This GB270 isn't one that's borrowed, it's currently for sale with us, and what more would you want? I've already touched upon some of the special features, and now it's time to take it out for a proper spin, open it up, and hear what it sounds like, what it drives like. And overall, this weather, this rainy, drizzly weather, is absolutely perfect to illustrate. Oh, just sounds so good. Genuinely, I've had the standard WRX, the 2.5 litre, 2000, I think it was a 2008 plate, and this, as you change the gears, just dropping it now, and I'm actually going to go back up a gear. You get this beautiful whoosh sound from the turbos as you go up a gear. It having that sports exhaust, it just sounds so much better. I mean, this is what all the WRX should be sounding like. Obviously with that bigger rear spoiler, it does, just looking at it in that rear view mirror, it just does the business. I mean, you really wouldn't want anything else than this baby right here. Obviously with this having that Pro Drive technology, revised, improved ECU, bigger intercooler, sports exhaust, all enabling you that big, massive performance upgrade that we've talked about of an additional 30 brake horsepower, taking it from the standard 230 to 260 bhp, and taking the Newton meters of torque from 320 to 420 Newton meters of torque. Just a big, massive step up, and dropping the 0 to 60 miles per hour figures to 4.9. I mean, these cars are all known for its incredible ability to handle four-wheel drive, and just with condition like this, or whether it's this or whether it's dry, this handles literally like no other saloon performance car. And the history and the pedigree of the WRX, you know, it being a World Rally Championship car, winning the World Rally Championship, so many times, and becoming so famous in the 90s. So being able to experience this as just a normal person, unless I was racing for a rally team, it's a privilege. It is something. Just taking it through its paces. Right now, this is music to my ears, with the whooshing from the turbos, that sound from the sports exhaust. I wouldn't want it no other way. And now, if you're looking to buy this, the next section of this video, I'll briefly show the paperwork, but I feel like I could just drive this as that forever car non-stop with a half a tank of fuel. I want to drive it until there's barely anything left, so that I can go to a petrol station. This is how addictive it feels like, it drives like. And this is completely standard. It's not been messed about in any way, form or shape, mechanically or electrically. It's not been tuned, other than the by the wheels, both at the front and the back. You see those mud flaps, which I'm not a big fan of, because I think it takes away aesthetically from it, which can easily be removed. And with the low miles of 64,299 miles, and the Momo steer, the Momo gear selector there as well, nice to hold on to it. We're just coming in to have a bit of lunch at the cafe. That's shot. And that plaque there at the bottom saying GB270 with that limited number of 158 of 400. Hopefully I've done this car some justice, showing it the way it needs to be shown and illustrated. So if you ever have the opportunity, whether you're watching this video in 2 or 3 years time, to acquire one of these, to buy one of these, don't miss out on that opportunity. Go away and definitely buy it, because it is an incredible car. So thank you for watching the video. If it's something you're looking to buy, please do watch that next section of the video, talking about the paperwork, showing the paperwork. In terms of the paperwork, this has got a very good service history. Just to run you through it: first serviced at 925 miles, then at 9737 miles, third one at 17,000, fourth one at 20,000, fifth one at 23, sixth at 30, seventh at 34, 8th at 38,000 miles. Subsequent to that, 9th at 49,000 miles, 10th at 56,000 miles, 11th at 59,000 miles, 12th at 62,000 miles, and then we've done a most recent service on the vehicle now at 64, just so you're getting it with the Miller specified engine oil in the engine, which is what we would recommend servicing your Subarus with, and also making sure that it's been done so that it's going to a new home, properly checked over, properly looked over. And in terms of HPI, it clearly says Subaru Impreza GB270. All checks are passed, and this is the MOT history. The last MOT was done at 16 January 2024, passed with 0 advisories at 64,185. And in terms of the number of former keepers, 4 former keepers, and the current 5th owner, Mr. Robert Fisk, he had owned it since, he's now owned it for just over a year and a half, almost coming up to 2 years. So it's well maintained, the right paperwork, the right spec, not being messed about. And if you're looking for something rare, something unique, something special out there that's going to put a smile on your face every time you get into it, then this is it. Thank you for watching the video. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, comment. See you next time. Bye-bye.